But then after the trade deadline and getting Luka Doncic, did win their final matchup between each other, winning that game 111 to 102. Again, splitting the matchup between them, the Lakers taking both games on their home court, and the T-Wolves taking both games on their own home court. And with that in mind here, having home court advantage definitely could be beneficial and may ultimately decide this series. If it would come down to 7 or 6 for that fact, the Lakers definitely have the advantage here. Having home court advantage, having the first 2 games on their home court, and definitely could take the early lead over Minnesota. After all, the Lakers are a great home court team this season, one of the best in the entire league actually, the second best home record in the Western Conference, finishing with a record of 31-10 on their own home court, trailing only the OKC Thunder with a 35-6 home court record, and then only behind the Cleveland Cavaliers in the East, finishing with a 34-7 home record. So again, that's definitely crucial for this matchup between them. I mean, directly pointing to their matchups this season, that was a big deciding factor between them, home court advantage. Like I said, the Lakers won both games on their home court, and the T-Wolves won both games on their own home court, splitting the season series 2-2, and if they would translate to the playoffs, that might mean something like the Lakers going up 2-0, winning both games on their home court, then going to Minnesota, losing both games and the T-Wolves splitting the series 2-2, then eventually going back to LA going up 3-2, and then maybe taking it after that, or at the bare minimum, splitting it 3-3, and having home court advantage for Game 7. And then with that, against a team like Minnesota, you know it's going to be a dogfight. They are very defensive minded and do tend to keep the scoreboard pretty low. I mean, pointing to their matchups again here, the Lakers won their first matchup scoring 110 points, and that's not very high for a point total. Then their second matchup, the T-Wolves scoring 109 points. Third matchup, scoring 97 points and also winning that game. Then for their fourth and final matchup, the Lakers scoring 111, and although that might seem like a lot, all around those are pretty low totals for today's NBA. So again, like I said, having home court advantage will be absolutely crucial for this playoff matchup, and the Lakers are in fact the ones with it, which in my opinion should lead to them being the favorites and ultimately the ones who probably will win this matchup, not only from that but with the way they match up between them, and we definitely will talk more about that in depth during my next video. But in regard to the surface level here, they are matching up with Minnesota. I think it's a pretty good matchup for them. The only other team I would have picked over Minnesota would have been the Memphis Grizzlies, but obviously that wasn't an option for the final day of the regular season, so I'm not mad about Minnesota being their playoff matchup.